Hello, everyone. We are here today with Joey Slay, another artist that contributed to a little Red and Vandal Wolf. Very excited to have him here today and talk to him about his work as a graffiti writer, as an artist, his expressionism on the streets and on canvas. And we're going to jump right into it. So, my first question is, how did you first get involved in graffiti and what drew you to it?
Okay, hello, how are you, Izzy? Um, I really got into it because there was a documentary out, um, and everybody was focusing. A book came out, Martha Cooper was involved, and the other one was just like um it got me more into it. I read so many names and I was like, I have to come up with a name so I could do it and be involved with the next productions they do. Star Wars was really like in my veins. I wanted people to see what I was all about, and it really grew. And once I grew out of the stage of being a kid, which was in 85, 86, um the neighborhood local kids who was involved with every element of hip hop. They were recruiting the kids in the neighborhood, to be involved with the breakdancing, with the graffiti and everything. And our neighborhood came up and we were up next and we got involved. We were very lucky to be involved with the neighborhood crew, which was Fresh Kings, FK, which later on, they made history and I was part of that. And as soon as they blew up, I was very happy and excited. I was involved with it from day one.
That's amazing. If you were speaking to young artists, as we'll open some young artists' minds with this book. What kind of advice would you give them if they wanted to walk into the world of graffiti? What would you say, hey, this is what you should think about when you think about graffiti? Or is there one thing that you can think of that might inspire them?
Okay, you have to do your research.
Okay.
Once you do your research upon the medium of art that you choose,
Mhm.
you know who you want to be like or you want to be better like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it totally would inspire you more, to be more than that artist you picked because you you could do more with what they were doing then because you are the product now.
that's great. I love that. That's a really, really good advice, I think, for a kid. It's like one, researching because kids jump into things without
Hmm.
putting their minds to it. And it's both. There's a lot about graffiti that's out there now that there's so many books, so many movies, so many artists to be inspired by, but also finding what you like. And like you said, I want to reach higher than that.
Hmm.
Do you have a specific creative process, or um, does it just is it just organic?
Um, I usually would feel it from the days before I want to create something, and it once I've gained all that the energy that I want to put on canvas is what I unite at the end and I come out with the details. Always the details is very important to a piece. It's just more and don't exaggerate on certain things. It's just you want to be seen new. Every time you do a new canvas, a new piece of art, you have to always think new because you can't repeat. You know, it's always within me, like the days before. So I would come out with something new. That's how I do it.
That's interesting. So, is that sort of like a mantra for you in a sense? It's sort of part of your secret sauce. It's that there has to be something new in this work.
Yes.
That keeps you growing as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Totally. It really makes my soul enthusiastic about things I want to do. Always.
Brilliant. Is Where do you pull inspiration from? Is it music, politics, neighborhood energy, other artists? Where is your inspiration drive from?
My surroundings, uh my 9 to 5, the people who surrounds me, um, commuting, me going and just seeing the same people, the same aura, the same colors. It's I read people, I read life, and I definitely stay away from any negative, dark shadows. I keep away because even though you want to paint certain things, you just not permitted to paint evil. You know what I'm saying? Just something that would like want to tease the audience, but you can't come up with evil stuff, man, because we're hungry artists, and opening our third eye would just lead you into wrong directions if you don't know how to control it. So I always read the people, my surroundings, and I get the colors from my everyday life.
Is there a message when you write Slay? Is there a message behind that or an emotion behind that you hope people will take away from?
Mm, well, SLAY are really the acronym. Soy la alta estrella, which means I am the highest star. So my attitude, my attitude is totally like I built a barrier in front of me, like my force field, because I am trying to reach the skies. You know what I'm saying? And there's always confrontation of people interrupting your brand, people wanting this, wanting that. So beyond that, Slay is 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 really like a foundation, where it started from the beginning, from the ground up with the graffiti days. Everybody was painting trains. Let's do something different. Let's paint the stations. People got to go to work. People got to wait. And with these, this doesn't go nowhere, but it stays here. And other people from elsewhere could come see your tags, see your work, take pictures. And that's what they were doing. And while everybody was there, you always pick a different path. You have to know that you can't repeat what everybody does. That's why ACK became the crew that hit the most stations back in the late 80s. So we were proud of that. The A train, the one trains, that was all us, Washington Heights to Queens, because I lived in Washington Heights. I wanted everybody to see me.
I live
And
in Washington Heights. Did you know that?
yeah, that's what's up. What? Broadway, St. Nick's, Amsterdam, Audubon, Riverside. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing, and just having a crew who only wanted to write and be noticed. Like it was a privilege because half of my members passed away.
Oh,
A lot, yeah, and a lot of them picked professional roles, and they all went elsewhere. And like one of my mans, he told me like, "Yo, you outlived all of us. You outlived all of us, everybody who went against us, even our own members. You went beyond that limit, bro, and I hope you keep on doing it." I haven't spoken to him for over 5 years, and yet he loves every picture I do, and that's the way we support each other. Still, if there's just one man front line in the crew, New York is ACK, so I got the whole New York behind me. You know what I mean? So God bless. people who support your dreams, because you need that. If not, you do it on your own. You got to keep it moving. You can't stay behind. Always be different, one of a kind.
That's a good expression or emotion to leave behind for people for sure. When they see it, that's like what it's resonating at.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to collaborate with other artists, or do you prefer? Well, you collaborated with me, so I know that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I was very excited. Uh,
Holla.
yeah, is that normal for you to collaborate, or are you more of like a solo artist, or how do you choose projects that you decide to collaborate on? Like what made you say yes to being a part of this book?
What made me say yes was probably the same ambition I had, when I was wanting wanting to be involved with every project in the beginning. I was very into the graffiti, and I really wanted to be involved with so much stuff until one of the OGs who painted trains was like, Slay, relax, it's not your turn. So with that in mind, I was like, wait until you see me more later on, because I'm not gonna give up. And moving on, it was like you have to you have to see them all behind, because no one can do it alone without that support. So I'd rather support that one person who be doing the characters all throughout New York, but yet also that person doesn't collaborate with no one. So what I do is the SL, then you could do your character in the middle, and then the E on a canvas, on a small canvas.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I got over 20, you know, up to 40 canvases that I would love to do a show and an exhibition of just showing everybody who I collaborated with. Even writers that died, I have collaborated with them, and I would always support those who have that hunger in their eyes, because I had that too. So, and I'm still hungry. I'm not gonna stop. If I see the good intention in you, I would remember. I read stuff. I read people. It's something, you know, I can't lose. But if you have that right aura, I would definitely 100% collaborate with all these writers. Because a lot of writers that have done it before and they're up there, those are the ones. Nah, who's this? I ain't saying that, because that who's this, like they told me, it's not your turn. They will grow up to be more. So we gotta have that in mind. There's always more after your collaboration. They will explode. Believe me, and I'm popping.
Show us, yeah, show us some of your work that's behind you. I see a couple pieces there. Do you want to show us a few pieces?
Sure, I would love to. Let's say.
That is amazing. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
right. Yeah, right here. You see the white? It's more than here. So I have to fix it. You know what I mean? So
Okay, well, only
yeah,
you you only notice that we're looking at how amazing it is.
it's so true, right? Maybe this one.
That's insane, amazing, beautiful.
Yes, the sleigh. One of my homies who passed away, rest in peace, Feb. Uh, he used to say sleigh stood for sometimes love ain't enough. I was like, where's your head going at, brother? Remember, we're straight men here. So he's like, nah, bro, you should say that. Sometimes love ain't enough. I was like, it sounds good though. I'll use it.
I like it.
Yes,
Sometimes
this one,
enough. I love that too. That's
this,
all good acronyms.
yes. Soy la alta estrella, and sometimes love ain't enough. Here, this canvas is actually an animation. They move.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so that's how beyond it got. And here is my favorite.
I love this one. Yeah.
When she supports your name, which is that slay, and hangs out with your demons. because everybody got something in them, but she teases them like nothing. So she got your support 100%.
I love that. I love the messages there, you know.
Hmm.
What it is, some people know the message beforehand and it inspires them, and some people discover the message afterward. But or they just wait and they listen to other people. But I love those. What's this one doing?
It's a poster of Venom and Carnage. It's a print,
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
all
That's
right? And the future,
well,
the cyborgs.
yeah, we are definitely moving in cyborg direction, I think.
There's over 1,000 images of monsters I created. These monsters with my name on it.
I love it. That's so much fun.
It is. It is. Once the monster in you comes out, it's like heaven. Here's a Lego monster.
Oh, cool. Those are awesome.
And of course, Baby Yoda.
Yes.
hmm
So
So it's like a whole set. I wanted a robot, looking like Voltron, and yet my own Slay ACK at it.
well,
You know.
you definitely have a really nice body of work now. That's really cool that you're working on. It's going to be fun to show that somewhere. I'm happy to get a
Incredible.
few pieces in a
Yes.
group show,
Yes.
um, group show slash book launch.
hmm
The one thing I remember, I talk in inviting artists in. I just remember how positive you were from the very get when I spoke to you about this. You were had nothing but positivity sort of beaming from you, which was really
Uh-huh.
nice. It was really nice to experience that because not every artist, I feel like sometimes the art can, and all the artists in this book are beautiful and positive. So I don't want to say that they're not, but I do remember that from our conversation that you had such a positive feeling and vibe when we talked. And
Of course.
you still the same, still.
Hasn't changed one bit, man, because I just want to help out because I know these projects don't it's not ready the day after, the month after. These projects take time and years.
Yeah, this one took a little longer than I thought, but I'm excited. I'm excited, and we're gonna hopefully open a lot of eyes to street art and graffiti and artists like yourself and your work and what's out on the streets is just one level of the work as that's what I hope people can see. It's like when you walk by something, you know, it's a conversation, and some people forget that that's what's happening. Just like you know you walk by a store that sometimes they're inviting you in. They're saying, "Come in."
hmm
It's the same thing with the artists. They're inviting you into their lives, in some capacity. So it's our opportunity to be able to. I put it in a different medium.
hmm
Now you really have to. They're inviting you in and again in a different medium and opening up the younger generation and hopefully their parents as well to if they don't already know about this world, it gives them an opportunity. I found that a lot of adults that read it are like, "Wow, I didn't know that."
Which is what you want them, to say, really.
Yeah. Well, I so much appreciate it. Do you have any wonderful things going on in the future that you'd like to share with your audience to say, hey, be sure to be following me. They'll have all of your information on here, but follow me and watching for this, which is in the near future or something you have coming up.
Well, with your project, I was really thinking about the
Yeah,
future that you would. I believed in you 100%.
thank you.
Okay, so I knew you were going to succeed in this project, and I left it alone. And once you surprised me, I was like, perfect. Now, this is a good timing for this project and this other project and this other event. That's how it is. So that whole month, all you read is Summer Slay, Summer Slayer, Summer Slaya, Joey Slay. It's programmed the same way the coach would program. That's my idea. It's not it's in front of our face, you know what I'm saying? So I mark it the same way, for you to get tired, for it to be a household name. That's it. We got a canvas that reads Slay in the house. Okay, that's it. I'm done with that chapter. I'm going to the next. That's what I want to succeed. And that's when I'm at peace. Because my last show, I probably had like 8 canvas, and I sold one little one. You know who was the happiest man in the day, that world? Me. So don't give up, because I'm not, and I believe in you. I believed in everybody around me. My circle is small. Believe me, it's like a handful, but it's only the important people in my life that gave me that opportunity. So I give others that same launch that reaches to the sky, porque soy la alta estrella, Slay.